sewers. My name's Sarah. Thanks for joining me today. Today is the first day of Vlogmas. I only really discovered what Vlogmas was about a month and a half ago, but I thought I would give it a go. I had thought you post a video at the end of each day, so you film whatever you're doing in the day, and then you'll post a video at the end of the day. But I've seen some people have already posted their day one, so maybe I should have been filming a day ahead. Not sure. Anyway, so I'm going to be posting at the end of each day. I am sorry if I sound a bit husky today. I've actually had a bit of a cold. I was off work sick yesterday, but I'm going to work today. I have my cup of lemon and ginger tea just to get me in the mood. So yeah, I thought I would mainly just share some of the things I'm going to do for Vlogmas this year, some of my plans for makes of the month, and other bits and bobs. So first up, I do not have one of the sewing advent calendars, as you would have seen if you've watched any of my previous vlogs. As I've said also, I might try and get one next year. Might try and put some money aside so I can get one of them. I have a generic chocolate advent calendar that my mum gave us, which is, I don't know if you can see the lights reflecting. It's Hotel Chocolat, truffles for 2, so each of us gets a truffle. Sometimes Nate doesn't like anything with nuts in, so on some days I get 2. Which is quite nice. And then the other thing I thought I would do, obviously I'm working on my sewing, but I wanted to work on my hand stitching and embroidery specifically. So I started looking at that last summer, and I sort of like had little bursts of doing things and then stopped. So I decided to buy this embroidery advent calendar, which is from Stitch Doodles. It's called. I bought it off Etsy. And there are different variations of the pack, so you can just buy the pattern, or you can buy the kit I've got, or you can buy a kit with a hoop. So I already have embroidery hoops, so I got the one without the hoops. And basically what you have, you get your little booklet that has guides on what you're stitching each day, and then you get some stabilizing calico and some cotton, which has the design mapped out on it. I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to show you each day what I've stitched. You also get the threads and embroidery needles. I have some embroidery needles, but I just thought I'd get this pack because I wanted to have the colour threads that matched. So yeah, so in this booklet it says day 1 you are sewing X. So yeah, so by the end I should have a full panel. So I thought I'd do that, and that way it was a lot cheaper than the other calendars, and also I'm sort of feel like I'm learning something. And the other plus of hand embroidery is you can take it anywhere. So I work weird long hours, and but sometimes you get like a gap in the middle of the day, or someone's ill and doesn't turn up or whatever, and I'm always like, oh, I can't use that time. Whereas hand embroidery, obviously, you can just take it with you. So I'm going to take it with me for work, and it just means if I ever get last minute cancellations or anything like that, or if I arrive somewhere a bit early, that I can have a little stitch. So that's my plan in terms of those. Now, I'm actually wearing a new top. I'll stand up so you can see it a bit better. This is, I'm going to stand back actually, the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush. Now, this is exclusive. I've not shared any pictures of this yet. I've literally just finished. I put the elastic in the sleeves yesterday, and I put it on today. It's using a cotton, was it cotton lawn? I think it was a cotton lawn from Jenny Stitches, which I purchased myself. And it's got these cute, it's one of those like Christmas, but not too obviously Christmas patterns. It's got like these little berries all over it, which I thought was very sweet. Yeah, and I feel like it's like Christmassy, but it's not like ho 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 Christmassy. This is my first sagebrush actually, and I've been on and off with it as I've been making it, but I actually love it. I've got it on. I think my issue, initially I put the frill on, and I sort of love the frill. I think I've said before, I wasn't sure about where it sits. Like I just would normally never make anything that sits above my bust line like that. But also then with the sleeves, I also love the sleeves, but I was worried about the combination of the frill and the sleeves. Like, is it too much? You know what? Maybe it's too much. Don't know. But but I really like it. I think partly as well because I haven't gone for like a girly fabric, so there is a bit of pink in this. But I think previously when I made the Bakerloo the first time, I had like a very pastel-y fabric, and I felt like all of the bells and whistles on top of that was just, for me, it was, because I'm not really girly in the stuff that I wear, it was like too much frills and pretty colours and too much. Whereas this, I feel like because the palette's a little bit darker, it just isn't so overwhelming. So I'm really pleased with that. I have a few more Sagebrushes planned actually, but this was the one I wanted to make for Christmas. So there'll be an Instagram post. I need to take some pictures. So there'll be an Instagram post with some more of the details of this, but I just wanted to share it with you first. So then I'm going to quickly go over a couple of other things I have planned for the month, and then I have to go to work. So today at work, I'll try and do some filming in between. I'm going into school. Most of you all know I'm an opera singer and I'm a singing teacher as well. And so it's not great that I've had this cold, like right as things get really busy. So today I'm going into school. I'm taking a rehearsal for the vocal group, which is a small sort of choir. We're preparing Sleigh Ride. Just hear sleigh bells jingling, ring ting tingling too. That one. For a Christmas concert in 2 weeks. So I've got rehearsal for that. Then I'm teaching one-to-ones all day. So it will not be very exciting for you guys. Then I'll come home for a little bit and then I'll go out again for the evening. One of my adult choirs I run has their rehearsal this evening from 8 till 10. And they are preparing for a Christmas concert in 2 weeks. So I will be doing a lot of Christmas music today. The weekend was supposed to be quite sociable, but since I've been ill, I've cancelled like a lot because I've got singing work next week. So I need to try and get everything, my voice back and everything for next week. So I'll actually probably get some sewing done this weekend, which I didn't think I was going to get much time to. In terms of what I'm planning to sew up at the moment, my Vivian coat is almost there now. It's almost there. So I'm on the last few steps, but they're all quite fiddly. So it's things like it's hemming it, but getting the lining and everything to line up properly and not stretch, or all of this stuff is a faff. So that's one thing. And then I just need to hem the sleeves and put the buttons and buttonholes in, and then it's finished. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping I'll have that done by the end of the weekend, but we'll see. The other things I'm planning on sewing are mostly things I've talked to you about before. So I've cut out this cotton jersey with these little doggies on. So this again was from Jenny Stitches. I wanted Christmas pyjamas, so Christmas pyjamas I'm getting. I think I'm going to make a little t-shirt for my goddaughter. One of my goddaughters like really loves Nala. So I was going to like make a little t-shirt and be like, love from Nala for Christmas, with the scraps I have left. So I'm using the True Bias Hudson pants, which I've not made before, but I'm planning, they fit a couple of things I want to make. So I'm hoping those are going to fit nicely. I've read lots of good things. And I'm using the Stanway top from the Cashmere Ahead of the Curve pattern, which I used before to make this stripy top thing. I also have cut out this, which way is it? This velvet. This is from Festive Fabrics. I can't work out what way up this is supposed to be. I think it's, I don't know what way up that's supposed to be. I'm making the Friday Pattern Company Adrienne blouse, which looks like a really speedy sew. I played around, excuse me. So the thing that most people who've sewed with velvet will know is you have to make sure you cut everything with the nap going the same way, because if you hold the fabric this way or this way, it looks very different. So I have it so that if you go from the top and press downwards, it will feel rough. And then if you press from the bottom up, it will feel smooth. And it comes across, it's slightly darker and less shiny, but I sort of like that. So if I'd had it the other way, I would have had sort of like slightly brighter, more sparkly garment, but this one is a bit darker. And I'm really looking forward to that. I also have some royal blue stretch velvet from Minerva, which was gifted. And that is going to be, I think, an Adrienne dress. So there's a hack to make it into a dress. So I think I'm going to do that. And then my boucle sweatshirt, which I talked about last week, which is my Jenny Stitches project. There are other bits and bobs along the way, some gifts and things. I'm not going to share the gifts too much on here because I want them to be a surprise. And I know some people watch my channel who will be getting gifts. But I made all my Christmas gifts last year. Super stressful. Don't recommend it. But I did. So each day, well, not every single day, but certain days I'll share something that I made last year and sort of how it was received and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I need to go to work. I need to finish drinking my tea. But yeah, enjoy. I'll post this with whatever else I got up to today, and hopefully you will also get my finished day one embroidery. Right, see you later. So I have a student who is ill today, so I've got a bit of time. So I set up my hoop and I've covered over the little clues for the other days, but today I will be sewing up holly and berries. Let's go. Hey, Nunu. What are you talking Little Nala new. Good evening. This will be my last video instalment for day one of Vlogmas. I've tried to take you along with the bits I can. Obviously, I work in a school on Thursdays, so I can't show you too much of that. But I am home. It's been a bit of a stressful day. Obviously, I'm a bit ill. Work's really busy at the minute. Rehearsal for sleigh ride went well, so that's good. Just before like an hour before I came home, the dog walker who's supposed to come in for Nala messaged and said, "Oh, I wasn't able to get there today. I'm really sorry," which is obviously annoying because that means she's been on her own all day. But she was fine. These things happen. We came home. Nala was fine. I think she's been chilling all day. You'll see a little clip of her. She's pleased to see me. And yeah, but just a bit stressful. I was going to film later, but actually I'm home. I'm just going to eat, chill with the dog for a bit before Nate gets home, and then I leave and go to choir, which is from 8 until 10. So I'm going to try and get this video sorted out before I go to choir. It's going to be a rough one today, I think. I'm feeling quite ill. But sort of not ill enough to not work. I have spoken to them about it and they were like, no, come in. So if I'm lucky, they might let me go home a bit early. Don't know. I mean, I'm running the rehearsal. That's the problem. I can't take time off because then everyone has to take it off. Sorry, you can probably hear Nala chewing in the background. So yeah, today was fine. It was just busy. I did get the first little bit of my embroidery advent calendar done, and it's actually really cute. So I haven't done that out. There's like an outline of each box, which I might do at the end because I'm just a bit paranoid about running out of the colours of thread I need. So, and I want all of the boxes to be the same shade. So, but this is, where am I looking here? This is what I did today. Little holly, so cute. So I used, what kind of stitches did I use? The cherries were what we call satin stitch, which is basically just straight stitch. The outline of the leaves was a back stitch. I can't remember what you call this one. But basically what you do is you make a loop between those two holes and then you pull the other thread through and then pull it down so it kind of pulls into that V shape. I should know what it's called, but I can't remember. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I think it's very sweet. I'm not going to show you what I got for tomorrow, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get one done a day. And then by Christmas, they give it to you on this nice square. So I'm thinking like a cushion. Surely I'll make a Christmas cushion for us to bring out next year. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. I've got the day off tomorrow and I had plans to go out and do lots of things. But because I've been ill, I'm going to mostly be at home. So I'm going to actually get some sewing done. And yeah, hopefully have some deliveries as well because the strike, it's not a strike day tomorrow. So fingers crossed. Okay, I hope you enjoyed day one of Vlogmas and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.